Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Beginning next school year, St. Joseph's Catholic School will begin its expansion to a new middle school. The Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce is now accepting nominations for 2023 Business of the Year and Nonprofit of the Year. Expect a break from the wet weather tomorrow before more rain moves in this weekend. We know more today about the two-vehicle collision that blocked Highway 97A for several hours yesterday. The Washington State Patrol believes drugs or alcohol were involved in causing 18-year-old Adeline J. Mendoza of Eniat to cross the center line while traveling south at about 5:40 a.m. Her 2012 Toyota Corolla struck an oncoming 2014 Cadillac Escalade driven by 39-year-old Jared B. Major of Chelan. Both drivers had significant injuries and had to be extricated from their vehicles. Traffic on the highway had to be stopped or controlled by flaggers for several hours. The precise cause of the accident is still under investigation. Police say a Rock Island man facing arrest for alleged drug offenses and violating a court order rammed multiple police vehicles yesterday while trying to avoid arrest. Columbia River Drug Task Force detectives were trying to serve a warrant on 37-year-old Stephen A. Erland when he allegedly tried to drive away, smashing into two police vehicles. He's accused of then trying to flee on foot before officers caught and detained him. Police say inside Erland's vehicle they found an e-bike reported stolen from Leavenworth, a pistol-grip shotgun, an AR-15 rifle, and approximately 1,000 fentanyl pills plus psilocybin mushrooms. Erland remains held in the Chelan County Jail. He has yet to be charged. Beginning in the 2024-25 academic year, 6th grade students will be taught at St. Joseph Catholic School. The school announced yesterday that Bishop Joseph Tyson of the Diocese of Yakima approved the addition of a middle school. The school also plans to add 7th and 8th grade over the next 2 consecutive years. The school currently instructs preschool to 5th grade, and Director of Advancement Wendy Flanagan said in a press release that after this addition, she hopes that a Catholic high school is in the future. St. Joseph Catholic School has been operating in the Wenatchee Valley since 1955. The Chelan-Douglas Health District is accepting applications for their open Position 8 alternate on the Board of Health. In 2022, the state legislature passed House Bill 1142, which created guidelines for health districts to follow and also required them to balance their governing board with non-elected officials. Non-elected officials include healthcare providers, public health and healthcare facilities, consumers of public health who have faced significant health inequities, and community stakeholders. Qualified individuals for Position 8 will have a public health, healthcare, or provider background. The application deadline is 5 p.m. on Wednesday, November 8th, and interested applicants can find more information on the CDHD website. When we come back, Douglas County Elections is opening an additional in-person voter service center for Election Day. And candles continue to burn on altars tonight at Dia de los Muertos is celebrated around the valley. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's, our place or your place. Our family is here for your family. What makes Abby's triple topper so great?
Canadian bacon, pepperoni, ground beef.
With these premium toppings piled to the edge, it's a whole lot of pizza on sale for a very special price. Order your triple topper now at abbys.com.
Douglas County Elections is opening an additional in-person voter service center just for Election Day. The temporary center is operating out of the Douglas County Public Services Building only on Election Day. On-site individuals can register to vote, update voting information, request ballots, gain access to voting devices, and have questions answered by staff. Both this temporary center and the regular one at the Douglas County Courthouse are open from 8:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. on Election Day. Completed ballots can be returned by mail or dropped off at any of the official drop box locations on your screen. The Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce is now accepting nominations for 2023 Business of the Year and Nonprofit of the Year. Last year's award recipients were the Yogi Grind and Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Nominations are due by Monday, November 27th and will be processed through a nomination committee. Nominations can be made by visiting Wenatchee.org and clicking the Nominate Here button. The winners will be announced at the 2024 Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce Annual Banquet. Candles continue to burn on altars tonight as Dia de los Muertos is celebrated around the valley. The two-day holiday began yesterday, and as people and organizations around Wenatchee took time to remember those they've lost, it became a time to learn and connect with Mexican culture. Wenatchee Valley College held a lunchtime party with snacks, crafts, and a performance, and organizer Robert Villa spoke about the event as a special experience for Wenatchee Valley College students.
This event goes back to, I think, a couple years ago. It was brought by a student club, which is known as MECHA, which is the Movimiento Estudiantil Chicano Aztlán. They started it, and then little by little, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Coordinator took over and put it on for students just so there brings cultural awareness of Dia de los Muertos, not only from Mexico, but from different parts of Latin America. I feel like it's a learning experience for them. We do offer this to a lot of students, faculty, and staff. This year we had a lot of them participate by bringing in photos from family members that have passed away, and they've built their own altares, which is really an amazing experience for them.
A few hours later, coats came out and hot chocolate was warmed as Pinnacles Prep and Parque Padrinos teamed up for a community altar walk in South Wenatchee. This is the event's 4th year as Parque Padrinos aims to bring tradition to the people who live in the area.
One of the reasons why Parque Padrinos wanted to do this event was to bring part of our culture to our neighborhood, because it is a neighborhood with a lot of Hispanics. So we wanted to make sure that we were bringing some of that cultural tradition for the youth to learn about, and also for our older community to make it feel like back home. I actually didn't start really taking part of it until 3 years ago when I lost 2 family members within like a week span. So then that following Day of the Dead is when I was like, I'm gonna finally start one. And it'll be my 3rd year doing an ofrenda. And I just love getting like the kids involved, having my son involved, having my nephew involved, my nieces, and they're learning something that we didn't do as kids because our parents were here in the US now, so they kind of were focused on other things. So I just love that I feel like I'm getting a little bit of that back, and I'm learning about it just as my like the future generations are.
Coming up next, we will bring you our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, where we will introduce you to Michael the dog. Expect a break from the wet weather tomorrow before more rain moves in this weekend and early next week. I'll have all the details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Get your favorite beverage and a wide variety of food choices all under one big roof at the Tap Room in Pybus. The Tap Room has the most popular choices for lunch and dinner in the valley. With unique appetizers, salads, sandwiches, and tasty rice bowls, everybody will find a new favorite dish. Plus many craft beers from Hellbent Brewing, or you can choose wine, cider, or a delightful craft cocktail. Experience the family-friendly Tap Room at Pybus for yourself. It's just what you've been looking for. Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest's premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, waterfront properties, and commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, award-winning Castle Rock International has the listings and the highly qualified buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information about this outstanding local company.
It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's featured pet is a friendly and curious dog named Michael.
Hi, I'm Corley with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Coordinator, and this this curious goofy boy is Michael. Michael is our five-ish year old husky mix. He came as a stray, so we always try to kind of figure out what what breed they are. And actually with him, we think he might be like mixed with some kind of cattle dog, which is really unique combination. He has those freckles that they do, and he's got the cute freckles on his face, and he's a little bit smaller than the average husky, and yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's definitely got that goofy huskiness though. He's so playful. He is intensely curious. He wants to know everything that's going on everywhere all at once. And he's very agile. So we actually suggest that if you're interested in Michael, that you have a fence because he loves to test his skills with them. Since he's a stray, we don't know about cats, but from what we have seen, he kind of looks like he wants to chase them. So I'm not sure cats would be great in the home, but you know, you never know. As for other dogs, he's very good with them. He's actually one of our more polite players. So he's a really good boy. He also knows his commands. He knows sit, like really good, and he knows shake. He'll throw up a shake before anything else. That's his favorite. Oh, we've had him for probably about 3.5 months. So far too long for this boy to be without a home, which is why we really wanted to feature him this week, because he is such a good boy. Come here, come here. And he just wants attention and love, and he just wants to be with you, and he's just a really good soul. We love you. Yes, yes we do. If you'd like to come and throw the ball for Michael, we are open Thursday through Tuesday, 11 till 6, and we would love you to come by.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Thursday was a good one. We saw a little bit of sunshine, but plenty of rainfall as advertised. It began around 7:30 last night and pretty much continued all through our overnight into our morning hours. We'll talk more about rain totals in a second, but beautiful shot from our Cougar Ridge Sky-Fi Tower camera looking from East Wenatchee back into Wenatchee, and you can see some of that blue sky that we did see this afternoon, some sun on the hillsides today, but that was late in the day because we had plenty of cloudiness throughout most of our Thursday. All right, expect this precipitation to continue not only through the weekend, but through early next week. Tomorrow will be our break in our weather systems day. Tomorrow is going to be pretty nice, and then rain likely Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even into Tuesday. Maybe even see a wintry mix as we head out the door tomorrow for that morning commute. So be aware of that in those higher elevations. All right, today's high temperature, 46 degrees with some sun, may click up to 47 officially. 50 is where we should be for this time of year, so we're pretty much in the ballpark there. 63 our record high, and that was set in 1987. 37 degrees was our low this morning, right in line with our normal low of 35 degrees and our record of very cold 17 degrees, and that was set back in 2002. Look at that, we picked up a 1/4 inch of precipitation that began, as I mentioned, early evening last night. That now gets us to 4.52 inches for the year, and we're still down, but not quite as much, down 1.18 inches. Sunrise 7:46 and sets tonight at 5:42. All right, Friday's temperature is going to be pretty nice out there tomorrow. Temperatures will warm up. 53, Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy at 54, Wenatchee. We will be the warm spot tomorrow at around 55 degrees, and boy, with some sunshine, that won't feel too bad. 54 in Eniat and Chelan, 53 in Omak, and 54 your high temperature in Kashmir tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at tonight. We expect mostly clear skies. Here's the high pressure, double shot of high pressure building in this ridge up and over us as that storm system moves into Montana now. So mostly clear tonight, mild temperatures right in the upper 30s to near 40 degrees. For Friday, mostly sunny skies. Our ridge holds on for another day before this next monster storm moves in for the weekend. High temperatures tomorrow, as we mentioned, mid-50s, going to be a nice one. And then Saturday, big football game, crossover football game, Eastmont and Richland, a 90% chance of morning rain showers. This is our situation in the afternoon. So if we do have a 5 o'clock or a 4 o'clock game on Saturday, might miss the rain showers. Sunday, rain isn't going away. Cloudy skies and 80% chance of the wet stuff. We've got a nice trough developing just off the coast. High temperatures with the rain on Sunday, about 50 degrees for our high. Kicking off our Monday and our next work week, we do expect cloudy skies to continue. Our low will sit right in northwestern Washington, and that'll continue to bring waves of moisture into eastern Washington. About a 50% chance of rain Monday. High temperatures a little warmer than Sunday, into the mid-50s. For Tuesday, we're going to stay with those mostly cloudy skies. It's just a muddled atmosphere, especially over the Pacific Northwest. A 40% chance of rain showers. I think it'll be afternoon rain on Tuesday. High temperatures near 50, but notice the area of high pressure beginning to build in. And here it is. A ridge will come and up and over the Pacific Northwest as we get into Wednesday, holding off another storm system. We'll be a little warmer too on Wednesday with highs into the low and mid 50s. And it looks like right now that storm system will be just in time for our next weekend. All right, overnight tonight, 40 degrees, 55, mostly sunny, a beautiful day tomorrow, and it's all going to change as we get into the weekend. Morning rain likely for Saturday. The period Saturday to Sunday, we could see another 1/4 inch to maybe a 1/2 inch of rain throughout that period. 80% chance of rain Sunday and 52. Our chance of rain continues to go down on Monday and Tuesday, but will still be present. High temperatures both of those days in the low 50s. And then we'll dry out as we get into Wednesday. Partly cloudy, seasonal temperatures with highs right around 53. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
Caught in a conflict? Family, workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCWLIFE would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
The Texas Rangers are world champions for the first time in franchise history. Zach Gallen no-hit the Rangers into the 7th inning last night before Texas scored the game's first run on Mitch Garver's RBI single to score Corey Seager. Texas added 4 runs in the top of the 9th to seal the deal, including a 2-run home run by Marcus Semien. Seager, the younger brother of former Mariner Kyle, was chosen the World Series MVP as Texas celebrated its first title in the 62-year history of the ball club.
It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
I've seen some things, but what you guys did to do this is truly incredible, man. I'm just honored to ride with you to win 11 straight road wins to do this. You guys inspired me. You guys just wrote history in Texas. Yes. Congrats, yes. World champions. Yeah. It's special. I'm not going to lie, it's special to come here in my first year, you know, with the team that was determined to play winning baseball and never won a championship. But as far as me, that's a byproduct of what those guys did out there and what the front office did. I was along for the ride, trust me. I was very fortunate and blessed, you know, to be able to get back into baseball in this type of situation. And that's a credit to Chris Young and ownership, Ray Davis. They were determined to get winning baseball back to the Texas Rangers.
No, it's truly is incredible. But it's not just me, man. What this team did and how we competed and all the guys in there rallying, you know, we don't really have one leader. You know, that whole clubhouse is a leadership. They're all professionals in there, and we all knew we had a job and a task at hand, and we competed and we did it. You know, it's pretty cool.
Texas became the first team in Major League history to win all 11 road games it played in the postseason. Rangers also beat the odds, being the 5th seed in the American League after barely making the playoffs after losing 3 of 4 to Seattle to end the season. Seattle Kraken are back at home ice tonight in NHL play after a 2-2 road trip and coming off a 4-3 overtime win over Tampa Bay. Seattle hosts the Nashville Predators tonight at Climate Pledge Arena. Puck set to drop at 7 o'clock. You can watch the action on Root Sports Northwest. The Wenatchee Wild hope to continue a perfect home series with 2 games this weekend at the Town Toyota Center. Wenatchee has won 5 in a row to climb into 2nd place in the Western Conference of the Western Hockey League. They'll host Vancouver on Friday for Proud to be an American Night, and then Victoria Saturday for Military Appreciation Night. Wild broadcaster Austin Drade stopped by for a visit on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley this morning. He and Dan chatted about the big differences between the WHL and Wenatchee's former teams in the BCHL and NAHL.
It's definitely a
a faster game than we've seen before, a more skilled game than we've seen before. I would say a more physical game than we've seen before. Everything you like about hockey and everything you've gotten used to seeing about hockey, it's been ramped up this year, and it's been ramped up significantly.
And speed. These guys are fast. They really fly up and down the ice.
These guys really fly up and down the ice, and a lot of them, Kenta Iso guy is one of them who really jumps to mind. They've got some quick first steps. When you see them take off, they throw the afterburners on, and you don't see them anymore once they take off and get going.
And physically, they're bigger. Not just the forwards, but the defensemen, and they're just bigger, stronger. They're better hockey players. Nothing against the British Columbia Hockey League or before that the North American Hockey League. These guys are simply bigger, better, faster, stronger hockey players.
They're bigger. They're more skilled, and these guys, these guys have the track of, hey, we want to be professional hockey players. That's what they've put their training into, and it's whatever that training has looked like for them. A lot of the guys have gone to hockey schools or schools up in Canada. They played for AAA bantam programs up there. That training for a lot of these guys has really paid off. That's why they're in the WHL, and that's why they're in Wenatchee.
Andrade says what has helped the Wild improve lately and get on this winning streak is getting guys healthy.
Now the guys are starting to play with the same group of guys more often, and I think we're seeing that chemistry built up. Not only that, but the guys are starting to, we're starting to see some guys come back from injuries that were injured at the beginning of the year, and these aren't just guys who, they're depth players, they're bodies. We've got guys, Ty Frazier is one of them, who played a full season in the WHL last year. Lucas Sherbina was out for several weeks. He played a couple of games for Spokane, but he's one of the older players on the roster, at least middle of the pack in terms of age. So the guys who have come back from injuries, they're skilled guys, they're older guys, more experienced guys, and guys with higher expectations. And I think having those guys back and being able to bring some of the load off of our 2006 and 2007 born players who are just kind of getting their feet wet and getting thrown into the fire right away, I think has made a big difference.
The Wild's game against Vancouver Friday starts at 7, while Saturday's game with Victoria starts at 6 on Saturday. For tickets and more information, go to WenatcheeWildHockey.com. Well, crossover games for area football teams begin tonight. For the Big Nine's Davis Pirates and West Valley Rams, they'll play crossover games this evening in the Tri-Cities in Yakima. Davis plays at Hanford at, that game's just underway. West Valley hosting Meade. I will have a preview of Wenatchee's game at Kamiakin as well as Eastmont's game versus Richland tomorrow here on the NCWLIFE channel, so be sure and tune in for that. Grandview, meanwhile, wraps up its season on the road tonight against North Central at 7:30. Ellensburg hosts Shadle Park tomorrow night at 7. Ephrata has a bye this weekend. Well, Wenatchee High School is the location for District 6 1B volleyball tonight. Wilson Creek takes on Soap Lake in a loser-out game, winner to state game at 7 o'clock in the small gym. The main floor will feature Entiat and Waterville Mansfield for the district championship. That's also at 7 o'clock. Both teams are headed to the state 1B tournament. The first round of the District 6 4A girls soccer tournament is tonight. West Valley plays at Eisenhower in a loser-out game at 6 o'clock. That's the same start time for Eastmont and Wenatchee for the district championship at Leiboftil Field at the Apple Bowl. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wisen will have the call live on our stream tonight. Join them for the pregame a little bit before 6 o'clock on our Facebook page. We'll air the contest on TV tomorrow night starting at 6:30. Winner of tonight's game goes on for to the state 4A tournament, while the loser will host the winner between West Valley and Eisenhower for a last chance at state on Saturday afternoon. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.